Good morning, everyone. This is Erica with Aurora Heart Healing here again, sharing some really insightful messages that I have been working through over the past couple of weeks, months, and I really wanted to bring to the forefront, what do we as human beings become attached to? And how does that limit our beliefs and limit our perception of the world, as well as the world that we live in? I, if you've been on my channel, you know that I am going through a divorce. And basically, through this, I have healed relatively well and quickly. And some people have been really surprised, as in the beginning, it was really rough. I hadn't wanted this, but it just kind of went the way it went, and I wasn't going to fight someone to stay with me, you know? So as I continued to heal and grow, I really went within through the whole process. I really tapped into myself. I tapped into what I needed, what I wanted. I actually blocked the other person on social media. I detached from social media as well because I felt that it was more beneficial for me. And the people that were closest to me, they would be the ones that knew, the people that were there for me through the whole entire process. They're the ones that have known me the closest, and social media was just not something that I felt was beneficial for me to heal through this time. As I worked through the grief, which grief is very much so displaced love. I was sending love to this person, and that person was no longer there for me to send love to. So, what I did in that time was every time I wanted to reach out and just say, "Hey, how's your day? I miss you. I love you." I would internalize it and say, "Erica, how are you? How are you feeling? What's going on with you? How are you doing? How have you been able to progress? I love you. I love who you are. I love what you have to offer. I care about how you feel." And these were conversations that I was having with myself over the past 6 weeks. And it might sound crazy, but I started sending that displaced love from that grief into myself. And it shortened the grieving process. Another thing that I did to help me heal from this, and I'm not saying that I'm perfectly healed, that there's no pain, there's nothing, but I have known so many different people that have gone through traumatic experiences that it can take months, years, decades to heal from. And everyone's on their own journey. But I hope those that are going through heartbreak, that are going through this turbulent time, understands that we can heal ourselves in a deep, fundamental way. And that is by the love that we were giving to that person, those people, we send it to ourselves, and we give ourselves that wholeness, that love, that caring, that compassion. When I would cry, I would hug myself. I would literally hug myself, or I'd hug a tree. There's a tree in a park near here that literally felt like there was arms wrapping around me. And my kids were like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I was like, "You don't understand, but that's okay. Just let me be weird." The next thing that I did was I really evaluated my limiting beliefs. My belief was that this person was sent to me by God and that they were supposed to be my lifelong partner. And would I want a partner that was willing to hurt me in the way that they did? Is that the kind of person that should be my lifelong partner, my soulmate? And when I thought of it in that way, it completely created this huge shift inside me. And there was a lot of emotions that I released to it: disillusioned, betrayal. There was even some hatred, because what hatred actually is hurt love, hurt love, love that has been hurt. And the way I see it is there was just a sword that was stabbed right through that because it was lack of communication. And not that I wasn't willing to communicate, it was that this person didn't want to. So, with that limiting belief, what were the beliefs? Oh, I can only do this if, or this person is my lifelong partner, or this person is my soulmate. And as I began to look at the beliefs that I had around this relationship, I started to understand how I was keeping that attachment. A woman I was talking to, she said, I said, "Oh, that's my soulmate." And they said, "You're creating a soul contract. Don't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I had a few other conversations that solidified that belief of, well, if you believe it, then it's the reality. And now you're in this heartbreak and you believe that this person is the only person in this world that can love you the way that they do. What if someone can love you better? What if someone can give you what this person didn't and more? Because I do not believe that a soulmate would hurt you in the ways that this person did. No, they wouldn't break your heart and stomp on it in a million pieces. No, there's no way. A soulmate is someone that can, yeah, you're going to get hurt. Relationships do hurt. You are healing in your reflection. In relationship, you heal the trauma that you feel within yourself, but it takes two. If you're the only one doing all the healing and you're the only one putting in all the effort, then this isn't a relationship. It's a pulling and dragging along. And as I continue to unravel the limiting beliefs that I had, I began to detach more and more from this relationship. And it was like, oh, whoa, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Would I want my children, any of my children, to be treated in this way? I have two daughters and a son. No way. Would I want someone, a partner, to treat their children in that way? No way. So as I continued to unravel my limiting beliefs, I began to see how important and how imperative it was for me to recognize that those beliefs were keeping my feelings in hold. They were holding those feelings right there. And it was like, oh, I believed one thing about this person, that they were always going to be there, and that person shattered it. And that's okay. Everyone's on their own journey. But I couldn't keep believing the same thing if I wanted to heal and move forward. It wasn't realistic. So I turned that love, that grieved love, inward. And I truly treated myself like I was my partner. Next, I started to look at the limiting beliefs that kept my feelings in place. Because no, I will tell each and every one of you, your soulmate, the person that is your lifelong partner, they will hurt you in ways, but to sever so cold and heartlessly, no, they won't do that. They won't jab at your self-esteem. And as you progress, you will learn. You will see different things that help you identify what you want in your life. And I'm not telling you how you should handle your relationship. I'm just telling you what I did so that maybe this will help someone else that's going through heartbreak right now. Limiting beliefs. Don't limit yourself to this is my person, this is my best friend, this is the only person that will ever love me, because it's not true. I've I've seen how fun it can be to get back out there. And am I ready to date? No. I'm healing. I don't want to bleed all over someone that didn't cut me. But am I ready to communicate with the world around me? Yeah. Me dimming my light prevents others from seeing it. And I have a lot of light in me. And I think that a lot of people deserve to see who I am because I'm a healer. I want to share beauty with this world. And how is it fair for me to dim my light so that others can benefit? The last thing that I really integrated into my life, so I'm going to recap again, sending love to myself. Instead of sharing it externally to another person, I sent love to myself. I checked out my limiting beliefs. I understood that I needed to stop looking at the beliefs that I had about this person. And limiting beliefs, I'll even say it even included looking at how this person made me feel in certain things, what I wanted. So, do I want someone that can communicate? Yes. I wanted someone that doesn't believe in divorce, and I wasn't getting that. So that's another limiting belief. I limited my belief to who this person actually was. Did they believe in divorce? Yes, they did. I actually have had a strong, deep faith my whole life, for most of my life. And did this person have the deep foundation, the faith that I do? Unfortunately, no. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but were we being equally yoked? No, because I've had faith since I was a child. I have read the Bible in my life so many different times, and I'm not going to say I agree with every single piece of it, but I will say that my faith has driven me throughout my life. And that was a belief that I could teach someone else how to have that strong foundation of faith. And that was another limiting belief of mine that, oh, maybe I can teach someone else. No, I'm limiting myself to not finding someone that's already there, someone that has that deep faith inside of them, that passion that wells within you when you have had fundamental spiritual experiences because you have gone through it and you have felt all the feelings and you have really had to upheaval your whole life. In the tarot readings, you would call it the tower moment, where everything is just in chaos and turmoil and change. But from fire, you're able to create new. So beliefs. That one was very deep. It brought a lot of sadness. It brought a lot of pain. It brought so much discomfort to face every single one of those subjects, those beliefs that I had allowed myself to hold on to, beating myself up for. And the beliefs about myself, this is my fault, those limited me to not seeing how this other person had contributed to all of the issues that were going on. Um, I heard a podcaster say, if someone truly loves you, they will tell you how they hurt you, how you hurt them, how you hurt them. And I was like, oh my God, whoa, they weren't telling me how they hurt me. I was telling them how they were hurting me, but that wasn't reciprocated. So they grew deeper and deeper in resentment and hatred and anger and frustration and all the things that I'm at this point just kind of guesstimating at because I'm not totally sure because they didn't tell me how I was hurting them. How sad. That's crazy to me. And the last thing that I really dove deep into was I wrote out a list of everything that I wanted. And it's funny because this is my universe box, or you can call it my prayer box. And in this prayer box, I put all of what I want and what I hope for. My business plan is in here. My letter to my future husband is in here. All kinds of different things are in this universe box. And I pray over it and I pray for guidance to get to where my goals are. And when I was reading that, when I was creating my list of everything that I wanted in a relationship, I actually really started to see what was lacking. Because how do I want to feel in a relationship? Do I want to feel betrayed? Do I want to feel heartache and broken? Do I want to feel like what I was doing was wrong? No. But I will say what I do want to feel. I want to feel that I can trust my partner with the way that I feel and that they can trust me with the way that they feel. I want to know that my partner is present, and present means we are communicating, we're talking, and they're not in their phones. I want someone that I can share my excitement with. I want someone that matches my energy when it comes to our purpose. You don't have to have the same purpose as me, but please have a purpose. Because when you have a purpose, then we get to share and grow and build each other up through our purposes. And I'm an energy healer. I use my faith to help people out there in the world. And I want someone that's equally as passionate in either helping or whatever their endeavor is. Over the last few weeks, I've been noticing more and more people that are coaches or that help in other ways, shapes, and forms. And they mentor children and they pour into others as well as pour into themselves because that's their purpose. So it pours and it's this mutual exchange. How was this making me feel? What do I want as a whole, as a package? Because the outside may look great, it's a great package, but is there substance? Is there depth? Is there compassion, love, grace? Is there sensitivity? Is there communication? And as I continued to write down everything that I wanted, I started checking the boxes of what I didn't have and what I wasn't seeing and what I wasn't feeling. And through that process, I was able to detach further because I was giving of myself all of these beautiful, amazing traits that I feel are beautiful and amazing, but this person wasn't reciprocating. And even if they were, the communication was not allowing for smooth transitions. So the end is, what did I really want? And that was something that was so powerful, so deep, that it helped me truly find more of what I want. And it may take me some time to find what I want. And I am not perfectly healed. I don't think anyone is. But my heartbreak is manageable now. And that's all I can ask for. And that's all I want, is to be able to say, I'm not internalizing everything. I'm not stuffing it down. I'm not imploding like I used to. That tower moment was a moment where I can be stuck in grief and just blame him or blame them for everything that happened and just hate them and not want to move forward and be stuck. But I made a conscious decision. I asked myself the moment that those words left his mouth and he said, I want a divorce, I asked myself, who do I want to be right now? Who do I want to be? And the answer was, I want to be loving, kind, and I want to follow in Jesus's footsteps. And he wouldn't have slapped him in the face. He wouldn't have thrown his clothes all over the ground and burned it up. Although that was my old me, just saying. I wanted to be kind, graceful, compassionate, and loving. So I apologize for anything that I did. Although I didn't get to know what I did, which again goes back to, if someone truly loves you, they will let you know how you are hurting them. And I rested within myself knowing that I did everything that I could to be a good person. And you can't change what you don't know. And I am proud of being authentic within myself. So I hope that this helps you through the breakups, because the breakups, the heartache is real. It's not gone. There's no magic pill to just make it go away unless you're drinking or smoking or taking some gnarly drugs. And I don't recommend that. But maybe, just maybe, understanding your limiting beliefs, understanding what you really wanted and what you're not getting, and really evaluating everything will help you move forward and find someone that will appreciate who you are and everything you have to offer. You are worthy. You are enough. You are beautiful. And don't let anyone tell you you're not. With so much love, so much compassion, so much grace to you and the other person, because ultimately you both are hurting and you both deserve the best, even if it's not with each other. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.